There is a horrible bit come out for me. The bit when I get like sucked up into the universe and I had to go like, ugh, and fall back. I remember getting this cut and thinking, can that be in it? I look like an idiot.
Hello, this is Sam.
This is Dan.
And we're in the band Architects, and we're going to be reacting to some of our music videos.
God help us. My first thought is that this isn't actually a bad video.
No, no.
We've had worse videos than this. I mean, videos are a nightmare because you hire someone to do the video and you just pray to God that it's going to be good. And it doesn't matter whether you're small or big, relatively speaking, you're usually spending quite a lot of money. You wait and wait and wait, you get the cut and you just go. I can't believe I'm wearing a white V-neck.
I'm in a white V-neck as well.
I was trying to copy you.
Yeah.
You put it off better than me. I look like an idiot.
Look at that hair. The mane of hair on me is... I look like my mum.
How old are we? 20, 21, 22? It's funny because this was on our third album, but like we still had no idea what we were doing.
This does feel like the start of a band starting to get it together though.
But this
was the first video where I was like, oh, this is a cool video.
This probably came out in 2008 or something, right? And I probably haven't watched this since 2009.
It does remind you of a time though. It was quite a fun time to be in the band.
Everything was so DIY, you know, like we turned up, we've packed all the equipment, we've got it out of the van, we've set it up. There's probably like 3 people working this video shoot.
Yeah.
You know, the last video shoot we did was like 150 people on set. This is 3. So the evolution from then to now is unrecognizable.
Yeah, I was just a mess.
Very innocent and like just happy to be there, you know.
It's not a job at that point.
It's a hobby. It's like a way to delay taking any responsibility in your life. We're earning £0 a year. Okay, match made in heaven. In a way, like the format of the video is like early grave with a budget. I will say this probably wasn't made for a lot of money, but a good friend of ours called Stuart Birchall directed this video, and I haven't watched it for a long time, but you know, having spent time away from it, I can see that it's a good video.
It's a really good video, yeah.
We kind of understand what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Like that we've cracked like what we're trying to achieve. The song is a little bit more structured, a little bit more mature.
It looks a lot slicker.
This is a good song. I'm still proud of this song. This riff at the start of the song was like a massively influential riff within metal music in that period. So many bands have copied this riff. It's to the point that we had to kind of abandon the style because we realized, oh, if we keep on making music like this, we're just going to sound like everyone else because everyone else is starting to sound like us. Cool.
Yeah.
I think like this is like Tom's written this song is obviously very politically minded, and Stu, who directed the video, like shares those feelings. I mean, it's so specifically about Tony Blair and George Bush, isn't it?
It really is.
You know, this was about Iraq, I suppose. So many innocent lives have been taken, and it, you know, really, it's all about it's just a grab for resources, it's a grab for oil, and at the time it was nothing new. This still continues to go on today, doesn't it? I think at this point in our lives, like this realization was, you know, maybe fairly fresh. We'd only really come to understand it within the last 3 or 4 years, you know, and maybe there was some naivety before that was protecting us from the anger that has then come out in this video.
Because when you realize it, you get really angry, especially when you're sort of coming into it. And that helps when you're in an aggressive metalcore band. I think it's a good place to put that. There it is.
The Blair.
There's the moneymaker.
It's like the catchphrase that's been forced upon Sam.
I'm like that Simpsons meme where it's like, say the word. And I'm like, blur.
And it's funny, isn't it? Because like the song is about something so serious and important, and yet the takeaway really from the song is blur.
I mean, that's essentially I used to do it because it's like kind of like a spitting sound.
Sam was in a hardcore band before he joined Architect, so like that sort of bratty blur is like it's more of a hardcore thing that we brought into the band.
Yeah.
But it became like this massive deal, and it's still like something that that is talked about with our band so much. But I mean, like it's just the memification of anything in culture now. It's just what happens. Doomsday. This was the first song after Tom had died. Tom dying was like the elephant in the room. Like we had to release a song that addressed it. We didn't want, it just felt like appropriate. We had just released an album that was written from Tom's perspective about him facing terminal cancer, and then we wanted to release a song that was sort of like the aftermath, you know, like how do we feel? I mean, you go through something difficult, it just makes sense to write a song about it. And then we finished the song, got it mixed, and we didn't like it.
I felt sick because I was like, it's not it.
I remember we went back to like readdress the song, and we're like, we're shooting the video for this in like 4 days.
Yeah.
We haven't even finished writing the song.
When we filmed the video, it didn't even have the proper mix. It was just like the thing that me and Dan had left his house with, but it was still like miles better than we had had it before.
You said you cheated,
so I'm like the lead like actor in this video. What was weird is that when it came out, people thought I was playing Tom, and he was my twin brother, so we do look alike. But like I can't think of anything weirder than months after my brother dying, me like doing a music video where I'm acting as Tom.
Putting a guitar on you.
Yeah, like it just seems totally insane. Yeah. I had no idea what I was doing, but I was trying to do the best job I could, you know. What kind of made it so special was Tom had written a few bits for the next album before he died, and this riff was one of those. My outfit in this, it reminds me a little bit of the Office Christmas special when David Brent does the music video and he's wearing like loose-fitting white clothes. I haven't got shoes on. Probably at home.
Well, you're in the multiverse.
At home in it though, feeling at home. Look at me. Look at that. My head goes back. Look at the performance on that. It's subtle, but it's a bit of surprise. There is a horrible bit coming up for me. The bit when I get like sucked up into the universe, and I was like on this cushion. I had to go like and fall back, and I'll screenshot. We'll do a freeze frame of it because it's really embarrassing. Oh, here we go, wanker. Oh god.
Getting sucked off into the universe.
Look at this. State of that. I remember getting this cut and thinking, can that be in it? I look like an idiot. That's just acting, isn't it? So this is the first music video I had ever directed. I just had this idea, I don't know why, of the smoke. Like the song is kind of abstract lyrically, to be honest, so it just lent itself to this kind of abstract video where the themes weren't sort of directly obvious.
Yeah. And that's happening as well.
Yeah.
That's not CGI.
So there's like
I have a little
pipe.
tube up here,
yeah.
And it was fucking horrible.
The kind of the cool thing about directing is you can have an idea and everyone else makes it happen, you know.
Just a bunch of fucking animals.
The lyrics are so dumb in this song, like we're just a bunch of fucking animals was just the first thing that came to my head, but then it just became apparent that the stupidity of the lyrics was like part of the genius, and when we play live, the whole crowd screaming, we're just a bunch of fucking animals, it is like magic, it just works, everyone suddenly like starts behaving like animals, and it just was like a magical moment for us. It was like a gift from the universe, this song.
Well, I love all these abstract shots. It just felt like a real cool moment for our band and coming back.
This is obviously really fresh in our memory because we have been working on this video and the cover of this video.
We wanted to come back and make not only the music and everything. We wanted to make everything around the band as big and as amazing as possible. You know, coming back and doing a video as grand as this, it felt like it was giving the album the best chance it could have. It was insanely hot.
It was 38 degrees Celsius.
It was unbelievable.
We were at the end of like a long summer. We were doing festivals from June until the end of August. So it was a totally hectic time, wasn't it? But I remember going from this video shoot, which was obviously like a big production, lots of people involved, and then we went and headlined this festival straight off the back of it. And it was probably the 3 days where I felt the most important I felt in my life.
That is actually happening. I'm being driven around and I get sick. I feel sick in Ubers. Yeah. So this was like insane.
The face out of the head out of the window screaming. It's like dust. It's really, I mean, we're driving around the quarry and it's like an operating quarry that they've just given us for the afternoon. And you know, also now you're talking, there's 6 figures going into this video. So it's a much bigger investment. So there's just like constant pressure to be ready to do your job, even though acting is not your job, you know, but you have to do it and you better do it well. Otherwise you're going to look like an idiot, because if you go into these things like half-hearted, it really shows.
Yeah, you just end up looking stupid. Thank you for watching our videos back with us. We've had a good time.
I hope you learned a lot. That was a lot of information.
The history of video.
That was a TED Talk.
Podcast, the video podcast of Architects music videos.